All right, the Detroit Lions made some cuts this weekend, 6 in all, 5 additional if you don't include the Travis Fogham cut of yesterday. So let's talk about it. Motor City Sports Talk, we in the building. Keep sharing the video. So I don't know if this is a cut to get the roster down to 80 from 90 because they kept their roster at 90, and that means they had to split the rookies and the veterans up to practice. If they cut it down, I think it was 80, they could have had everybody practice together. So they cut 6 people, so I think they got 4 people to go to cut. But let's talk about the guys they cut. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. So they cut Fogham yesterday, and this morning Adam Schefter revealed that they cut 5 additional Lions. Some guys you may or may not know, but one of the more significant names is a guy that they thought was going, or we thought, well, fans was telling me could compete for one of the guard positions, and that was the guy from the 49ers, Josh Garnett. All right. If you go on, they call it Fogham, as we know, Michael Jackson, defensive back, receiver, Chris Lacy, linebacker, Christian Sam. He was coming from the Patriots, and defensive end, Jonathan Wynn. So right now, they cut 6 people, and they got rid of the other defensive tackle, but you got to remember, that may not count against the roster because they brought about 3 or 4 people back from the roster off the COVID-19 reserve list. So right now, they probably have 6 more people to cut to get down to 80, and everybody can practice together. So, or 4 more people, excuse me. So, yeah, I was surprised Fogham was cut. I knew he wouldn't make the roster. I thought he may get to the practice squad. Lacy, he been here for a while. He started some games when some receivers got injured. I guess they didn't really see the improvement or the future with him. All right, but Garnett is the one I want to talk about. He was a guy that was injured in the 49er land. And if you remember, we sent our guard issue to the 49ers and Lincoln Tomlinson. I think we traded him. And he went over there and he's, made significant improvements. I don't know if it was the coaching or what, or just a different system. And now he's a starting guard in this league. And then we was hoping to do the same thing with Josh Garnett, but whatever reason it may be, they chose to go with Dow, Wiggins, and obviously Stenberg. And they chose to go with Jonah Jackson out of Ohio State for right now. And I know they have to probably bring in another tackle. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised because I really thought that Garnett was going to do some great things here this year, or at least going to vie for a backup role. But I don't know if he got injured again or, it just wasn't going to work out for the Detroit Lions. So, I mean, a lot of people thought he was going to vie for that guard spot, but if he couldn't stay healthy in 49er land, it really was slim to no chance he was going to stay healthy with the Detroit Lions. But, Lions getting rid of Fogham and getting rid of Lacy, that's significant as well because they've been here. Lacy been here for a few years, started some games. So basically, I think they're conceding that, it really ain't no future for them here to develop into a third receiver, develop into a starting receiver. So they got to go with Quintez Cephas. And they're going to roll the dice with Marvin Hall, and they're going to roll the dice with Jamal Agnew, okay? So I think that's what it's going to be. So I think those are the guys they're going to run with. They like Quintez Cephas more. And it was going to be interesting to put Geronimo Allison in the mix, but he chose to go on the COVID list. So that's an additional player they get rid of. And they lost 3 players off the roster. So they didn't drop down to about 80 players already. So maybe they can all start practicing together. When you include the dudes that, is not going to play, that opted out. But I think they're conceding that, they're going to roll with Cephas and Hall, and the Lacy and Fogham, era is over with. Now, defensive back Michael Jackson, I didn't know much about him. I don't think he was going to contribute anyway. Their defensive backfield is really, really deep. And Christian Sam, didn't know much about him, but he came from New England. And Jonathan Wynn, don't know much about him. But they really starting to shade this roster down. So, remember, they got to get to 80 by the time this couple weeks conditioning is over with. I think it's August 14th or August 12th. So they almost down to 80. I don't know what the next roster cut will be after 80. We don't even know if we're going to have a preseason or not. Obviously, that won't include fans. So let me know what you think about the moves that the Lions made early this morning and last night. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. All my social media links there. Twitter is the fastest way than IG and Facebook. Want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal, inscription. Best way to donate is share the video and check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas, Mercy Sports Talk. We gone.